What's going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires. Now, I want to get a few things out of the way and explain a couple things first before we get into the game. And first off, before we get into anything else, this is the best mod ever for Spin Tires, just period. Nothing has ever beaten this in Spin Tires. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, right up there with the AMG 6x6, this F350 is just the perfect vehicle for Spin Tires, in my opinion. It's a truck that I've always wanted to have in Spin Tires, and it's in the absolute perfect configuration, too. Quad cab, the long-ish bed, and then dual stacks. It just looks brilliant. It looks absolutely brilliant. And you've got the bumper at the front with the winch, the lights. Speaking of the lights, they're kind of bright. And, yeah, when you turn them on, if you think that's bright, wait till you see them at night, which I'll show you guys later on in the video. But, another thing that, what else I wanted to talk about was, I said in a previous video that my Spin Tires videos were kind of on hold because of, recording difficulties, and the reason why that was happening is because ever since I upgraded to Windows 8.1, Fraps has been recording, like, with these huge frame drops. There haven't been actual frame drops just playing the game, or playing the games, but with Fraps on, the frame drops have been massive. So I was thinking that it was something wrong with Windows 8, but then I tried out OBS and realized that with OBS, everything was good to go, everything was fine, no frame drop. So we're all good to go. Now, on to driving this truck itself. As you can, well, actually, let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick how this thing spools up its turbo and all the, like, it rolls coal like crazy. I mean, I'm just sitting in one place right now, just basically blowing smoke all over the place. Now I'm going to do a boosted launch real quick. And the best way I've found to do a boosted launch in Spin Tires so far is to turn diff lock and all-wheel drive off, put the e-brake on, and then leave it in high, build the boost. As you can see right here, build the boost, then take the e-brake off and instantly slam the all-wheel drive on. And I know that's not how you would do a boosted launch, and you know, actually for real, but it's, I don't know, I've been messing around with a couple of different ways to do boosted launches in Spin Tires, and that's so far the best way that I've found. We'll have to wait and see which one's actually faster when the multiplayer actually becomes available in the full game. And trust me, guys, when multiplayer becomes available in Spin Tires, I don't know, like, I don't know what other games I'll be spending my time on other than Forza, because other than Forza and Spin Tires, that's probably going to be what I'll be on the most. I mean, I'm obviously going to be recording other games and bringing other games to you guys, but I'm talking about games that I'll just be playing, you know, just to play. Spin Tires and Forza 5 will probably be, like, the main ones right there. And I feel like it's the perfect balance, because with Forza 5, you've got, you know, your tracks, your street cars, and everything. And then with Spin Tires, you've got your off-road simulation where you have all these crazy diesel trucks and all the way to, like, military vehicles and tractors and all this kind of stuff. So I think it's actually the perfect combo, to be honest. This truck just looks so good. It's the guy that did this mod was absolutely, like, just absolutely did a brilliant job. I mean, just hats off to this guy, because he did an absolutely brilliant job with everything. The textures, the suspension, the lighting, the exhaust, the sound. Well, the sound is a little bit, the sound could be improved on, because it, honestly, it doesn't sound exactly like the 4 point, God, what was I saying? It's not 4 point, the 6.4 liter, or it doesn't really sound quite like the 6.4 liter or 6.7 liter Power Stroke. It sounds a little bit more like a 6 liter, which obviously nobody likes that engine. So, I mean, and obviously this is a this truck, I can't really tell if it's from, I can't really zoom in far enough. I can't see if it was, I don't think, yeah, no, he didn't include on there whether it was a 6.4 or a 6.7. And I'm not the most experienced with the Power Stroke lineup, so I can't really tell just on the appearance. I can't really tell if it's a 6.4 or a 6.7 without seeing the badge. But the 6.4 and the 6.7 are both really cool engines. And Obviously, way better than the 6-liter. 6-liter, don't even 6-liter. Don't even talk about the 6-liter. But yeah, no, the modern 6.4s and 6.7s, I actually really like. They sound good. They seem to have good power, and they seem to be very tunable as well, and easy to get power from. So, I really like the newer power strokes. The 6.4, 6.7, like I said before, are some of my favorite trucks at the moment. Really, I think they look absolutely badass. I think they have a in the design department, Ford did a brilliant job with that, and the engines seem to be holding up pretty well. I mean, as far as, like, modifications and development, they seem to be decent engines, as far as I can tell. Let's see what we can do with this hill. I tested it in a Kraz earlier, and the Kraz just couldn't do it. Oh, yeah, no problem. Straight away, we're good to go. Now, there was another feature that came with this mod, which is, let's just say interesting. Let me go ahead and head back down to the pavement, because that's the best area to show this particular mod on. No, don't flip. That's the first time I've ever flipped this truck. Dang it, I didn't want to flip it. I really didn't want to flip it. I was hoping I wouldn't flip it throughout this entire video, but obviously that didn't happen. And wow, I swear there was pavement over here somewhere. I guess not. It just looked like... I don't know why I had pavement in my mind. It just kind of looked like... It didn't look like it. It just... I don't know. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, the pavement over there. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on the other part of this mod. And yes, there is also this Ram 1500 brush truck. I'll be showing that in a later video. The funny thing about it is they say it's a 1500... but it has a Cummins in it. It has a Cummins in it, and it has all the Cummins sounds. So it's definitely not a 1500. It's either a 2500 or 3500. But let's go ahead and spawn just the base gooseneck trailer in with the for this truck. Now this is the empty gooseneck trailer, which I'll go ahead and spawn right there. And there's also a gooseneck trailer with a bulldozer on it. And the one with the bulldozer on it, I pulled it a little bit. It's very heavy. I haven't actually tried the standard, the empty trailer, but we're going to actually go ahead and hook up to that right now and see how it is compared to the one with the bulldozer. Wow, that was the best, like, trailer backing, I've ever seen. And as you can see, it dips the rear suspension by quite a bit. And I'm not sure if I'll just have to adjust the position of the hitch, or what, but because it kind of goes down. As you can see, let me disconnect the trailer a little bit. It's sort of, I don't know, it's not totally on the way you'd want it to be on, but then again, without the bulldozer on it, it doesn't really dip the rear suspension that much. So it's honestly just the bulldozer that does that. I wasn't sure if it would do it with the standard one or not. The standard one is fine. The standard one, the rear suspension can handle it, but with the bulldozer, as you guys will see a little bit later on, it's, yeah, it's a little bit challenging for this truck's suspension, to put it mildly. And the cool thing about it is, we're starting to see some mods like this that are more, I guess you could say, more suited to, say, Farming Simulator. We're starting to see more of those kind of mods come into spin tires, and I really like that. I really wanted to see more, more lifted trucks like this in spin tires, and the gooseneck trailer is just a nice bonus to have, honestly. I want to go ahead and show you guys what the gooseneck with the bulldozer is like, though, because that thing is monstrously heavy. I mean, this dips the rear suspension a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit. That, yeah, it dips the rear suspension a hell of a lot. You can't really tell because the rear suspension is already going to be lower anyway, but, like, already lower anyway, like, right from the get-go. But once we get out onto where the trailer and the truck are both flat, like, on a flat surface together, you'll see immediately how big of a difference it is. And I can already feel it is so much heavier to pull this thing. And as you can see, the rear suspension, it sits a little bit more. Probably more than a little bit more. Yeah, that's a lot more than a little bit more. And once you have this thing on the back, even in high, your top speed is definitely reduced, but it's not reduced by that much. It's reduced by a little bit, but it's not dramatic. It's not like, oh my god, I can't move. It's not anything like that. It's not horrible. Let me actually go ahead and take it up here and see how it does on a hill. A hill with a corner and a little bit of mud, no less. I had this trailer actually in the mud earlier, and it was horrible. I got stuck several times. Oh yeah, it's starting to struggle. I gotta put the diff lock on. Low range. It's really having to work now. I mean, and this is full throttle. There's just nothing you can do about it. This is full throttle. Diff lock off, back into high since we're in on flat ground, not in flat ground. What the hell? I don't know why the hell I was saying in flat ground. That doesn't even make sense. It didn't even make any sense at all. That just looks awesome, though. That's like a freaking majestic sight. See this badass F350 towing a bulldozer. I'm trying to figure out what the best camera angle would be. You know what? A lot of people don't like this particular camera angle, to be honest, but I like it. It's a different camera angle, but I feel like it works. I feel like it works for the game. It works for spin tires, and the thing might flip. Oh god, that trailer is leaning, and it was pulling the truck for a minute. That was scary. That was really, really dang scary. Nearly to the downhill. As soon as we get this thing down to the bottom, I'm disconnecting this trailer because I've had about enough of pulling this thing around. But honestly, it would be a really cool mission, though. It would honestly, like, in the full version of Spin Tires, if somebody made, like, a modded mission where you had to tow this, this gooseneck with the bulldozer on the back, that would be epic. Just gonna kind of return it back to where we started. Hang a little bit of a right. Try not to slam into the other trailer. And, yeah, disconnect that thing. And now the truck sits properly. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. And if you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, there'll be a link in the description box below.